I got this message on Instagram and I'm going to leave it up there for a bit for you to read it and digest it. The problem is when you find a driving instructor, it's really hard to tell what's right, what's wrong, what's normal, because it's your first driving instructor. When you meet them, you get in the car with them, you have no frame of reference to know whether someone else is better or someone else is worse, whether your instructor's performing really well or if there might be someone else out there better for you. So I'm going to talk about driving instructor red flags. What should you be aware of? What should you be looking out for? What should you not accept? And what's actually sometimes okay. So for this person, I did reply personally, but it's absolutely not the first message that I've got like this. So I want to help everybody understand what should be acceptable and what shouldn't from a driving instructor. So firstly, addressing this person's concern. They've had a driving instructor for a few months now, and they've been consistent, they've been getting good lessons, they clearly get on with their driving instructor, and their driving instructor is helping them achieve their hopes, dreams, like you want to get a driving license. Your driving instructor is helping you do that. Recently though, they've had a couple of cancelled driving lessons, which sounds like it's out of the ordinary for this driving instructor. Firstly, I know we're used to great service and things being on tap and on demand. You go into Tesco's, and if Tesco's has a power outage, you'd expect them to have a generator. If Tesco's has a staff shortage, you'd expect them to find more staff and stay open so that you can get groceries. That's a big company though, and they have money and backups. For a driving instructor, it's not the same story. Even if your driving instructor's with a massive school like AA, BSM, Red, Bill Plant, your driving instructor is still a one-man band. AA is a big school, but your driving instructor is an individual. They don't have the backup. If they go sick, then nobody else can take their place. If they have a breakdown with their car, they can't just go out and grab their spare. It doesn't work like that. And driving instructors are human too, so we have family problems, we have health issues, we have stuff that we have to do. But most importantly, I think the main reason for cancelling lessons, especially if it's last minute, like, oh, you cancelled my lesson the week before, it's going to be something like a driving test. Driving tests are so hard to come by nowadays, so if a driving test comes along, I am clearing my entire schedule to accommodate it. And if you manage to find a driving test as well, in the current climate, you'd be so grateful that your driving instructor has the ability to cancel or move other lessons to fit in and accommodate you and your driving test. So cancelling a lesson, cancelling 2 lessons even, that's not usually a big deal, but it could become a red flag if they're regularly cancelling lessons, especially if it's from the beginning. What that potentially could indicate is someone who's not very good at managing their diary, someone who's potentially slightly distracted from teaching by other things going on in their life. And I mean, everybody's human and everyone's got a life, but if you are paying a lot of money and your instructor is regularly, a lot of the time, cancelling your lessons or moving your lessons, and that's not something that you can accommodate because you've taken days off work for this, then it might be time to move on. So, although you're paying a lot of money for driving lessons and you want a really good service, the really good service that you want is amazing in-car tuition. And if your driving instructor has to cancel or move a couple of lessons, but you're still making progress and you're with someone who you feel supported by and who's really nice to hang out with because you spend a lot of time with them, I would say you've got a great driving instructor. The other concern that this person had was they didn't feel like their driving instructor believed in their ability. Surely, if my driving instructor thought I was a great driver, they'd teach me more. They'd have more lessons available for me. Well, I will tell you now for a fact, when you start learning to drive, you're a bad driver. There's no 2 ways about it. The whole point of a driving instructor is that you can't drive and they help you be able to master that skill. If you feel like it's taking a little while for you to pick it up, I guarantee your driving instructor's awake in bed at night. Your driving instructor's on the school run thinking about ways that they can help you progress, thinking about ways that they can make that nugget of information that's not quite sinking in make sense to you. A great driving instructor will care about you and your progression. They want you to pass. There's nothing better about being a driving instructor than having someone be able to hold that pass certificate after all of the hours of work that you've put in together. Now, I could sit here and list off 100 things that are red flags and 100 things that are green flags about driving instructors so that you can be more equipped to know whether the one that you've got is right for you or they're mugging you off or all of the 100 things that go through learners' minds every single day. But let's boil it down to this. You've never had a driving instructor before, so you don't know what's acceptable, you don't know what's normal, but you have had a teacher. Your driving instructor is a teacher, and you're paying them to teach you a skill. So your driving instructor surely, as a teacher, should act like all of the other teachers you've ever had. So if you've had a driving lesson or a few driving lessons and your instructor was doing something and you're not really sure whether it was right, whether it was good, whether it was wrong, ask yourself, if my primary school, if my secondary school teacher did that and treated me like that, or shouted at me like that, or spoke to me like that, or had that little respect for me, would that be okay, or would I have told my parents? The most common problems that I hear are, my driving instructor shouted at me, my driving instructor grabbed the wheel, my driving instructor is always on their phone, my driving instructor is impatient, my driving instructor doesn't talk to me with respect, my driving instructor makes me feel stupid. Would you accept that from a primary teacher for your children? Would you expect that from a secondary teacher? Of course not. So they're not the right instructor for you. True say, they might not be the right instructor for anybody, but they're definitely not the right instructor for you. Go with your gut. That's the most important piece of information. Driving instructors are just human, just like anything in life. That human, let's call him Dave, gets on with those people but doesn't get on with those people. And this human, Shirley, gets on with those people but doesn't get on with those people. And you can't expect the same person to please or be the right fit for you just because they were the right fit for somebody else. Some people really like a more direct style of instruction, but some people like a softly approach. A really great teacher, someone who's mastered their craft, will be able to detect which style you like and what works best for you and adapt their teaching style accordingly. But that's absolutely not the be-all and end-all of what makes a great driving instructor. A great driving instructor will make you feel supported, make you feel heard, explain things in a way that you can understand. They'll have a safe space for you to learn to drive in, and they'll make the process fun and enjoyable and engaging. You're spending a lot of time and a lot of money in a car with the same person learning to drive. Make sure that you're enjoying the process too, because if you start to love driving right from the very beginning, chances are you'll enjoy driving and make the most of your driving license for years and years to come. If you start out just hating the process, it's very likely that you're not going to end up driving for very much of your life, or you're not going to enjoy driving like I do. Genuinely, one of the main reasons and drivers for why I started this channel is I want everybody to have as great an experience learning to drive as I did. And I want everybody, as much as they physically can, to love driving after they've passed. So if you're not having a great time and you're not sure why, and you're not sure if something's going right or not, feel free to DM me like that person did. I'm always happy to help. I have delved into green and red flags of a driving instructor before with Laura. If you haven't seen that video, it's a pretty good one. The acting from Laura is superb. So if you want, you can check that one out next. In the meantime, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, peace, bye!